26 girls from all over the United States, all of them drop dead gorgeous. And I was very intimidated. But that contest was handled interviews, modeling clothes, no bathing suits, and interviews. The interviews were on what you knew about the dairy industry and dairy products and, sales and that type of thing. So because I come from a dairy farm where we milk 20 cows, twice a day, I had a little bit of hands-on pardon the pun, knowledge. The day that I won, of course, it's very stressful and tense, and they pick 5 girls, and then they pick 3 girls, and they're announcing, and in fact I have a picture of it, of the runner-up, the alternate. And then all of a sudden they say my name, and I'm just standing there going, what? And I immediately went like this and started crying. Through my tears, I looked at the back of the room, and walks in my mother and dad. And unbeknownst to me, they were there to see the final contest. They did not know I had won. They sold a couple of milk cows and bought 2 tickets on the train to go from Oklahoma City to Chicago, and they got there just in time to walk in and see them crown me. It was truly a very exciting day. I loved it. I went to a lot of annual meetings for state dairy association meetings where, the president would present the state's budget for dairying, marketing, and whatever they spent during that time. So I would usually do a presentation on how much the publicity could help them in selling their dairy products. And they start taking pictures, and that's how we drew the publicity for the dairy industry. At the time, in 1958, the population of Piedmont was 146 people. And for someone that living in that community all her life to all of a sudden be her picture thrown all over the newspapers all over the world, it wasn't just the United States, it was a big deal. It drew lots of publicity, not only for the dairy industry, but for myself and for my family and the 146 people that lived in Piedmont, which they all are pretty much family. I mean, it was really a very unusual, well, it had never happened before for us. So it was like the whole community was behind me, and it was just as much their contest as it was mine. When I got ready to go on my first trip out, the mayor of Piedmont at that time, which was Bill Daniel, he bought an 8mm Brownie movie camera and presented it to me so that I could take film while I was traveling. And then when I come home on a downtime, while everybody'd gather, and we'd look at the film that I made. And they would usually be like at the Methodist church where we would go in and everybody have dinner. And then it was Sandra's movie time, which was really cool.